What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Christian Ballard, Ballard Sports Media. Trying out something new today. This is a drop in show, not a call in, a drop in. Because I drop a link and you guys hop on in. I could have called it hop in. I don't know. But what I do, I will drop the StreamYard link and would love to hear from the chat. Basically, your thoughts on college football. Today's been it's been a good day. Been a crazy week. It's been a good day. It's not bad. Give me 1 second. I'll drop that link there. We could try this. Throw up different banners. So, what about these two guys here? Are they still fighting? I think that's the case. I guess you could say they are fighting. I don't know. I want to know when this feud will end, is what I want to know. Let's see what the latest news in all this is, too, by the way. Let's see. Jimbo Fisher. You guys, I want to give a shout out. Justin Thomas wins the PGA championship, right? An Alabama alum. Does an amazing job. But he took a shot. He was okay. Justin Thomas goes on Sirius XM radio, right? He goes on one of the shows after winning the championship this weekend, and he said, "Yeah, I got a 24-hour rule. I'm not sure what Jimbo Fisher's rule is, but I guess he's got to win something first before he figures out his rules." I mean, he won something. He got the number one recruiting class. He beat Alabama last year. Congratulations. There's no other way to put that. You got to give him props and give him credit where credit is due. The Jimbo Fisher has indeed. And let me do this. Can we go live on Facebook? It looks like it. Let me see. I just added Facebook on here, so maybe we're live on there now. But I'll double check. Let me see. There we go. It looks like it's up on Facebook too. So give me 1 quick second. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Conference week is coming up in less than a month. We need some guests. Oh, I know people such as, like my uncle says, okay, I can do you for some ACC. You know, he's a Clemson fan. We need some people for the Big Ten. We need some SEC people. We need some more people, man. Let me know. Comment down below. And by the way, that being said, I have figured out what days I want to do this. Okay, let me see. I think what I'm going to do, we need guests for conference week. 5 days, 5 conferences, Monday through Friday. I think I'm going to do 5 p.m. Eastern time each day, except for Wednesday when I have church. Instead, I'll do 3 Central, 3 o'clock my time, and we'll get that out of the way. I think I'm going to do Monday, I want to do the Big 12. We're going to do with my uncle on Tuesday, the ACC. He's a Clemson fan and knows he knows so much about college football, but you know, he wants to do the ACC. So we'll do that Tuesday. Wednesday, I want to do the SEC. Thursday, the Big Ten. And Friday, the Pac-12. And then after conference week, if you guys really badly want to talk about BYU, Cincinnati, any non-Power 5 teams will just get back to normal with regular streams like this as it goes. And yeah, so Uncle Lou uploads something for Oregon fans. Oh, he's already trolling them. See, I want to know where the Texas fans are at. I want to know where the Texas fans are at. Because, you know, Alabama's playing week 2 in Austin, and it's a home and home. Let's see. So, anyway. There's eventually going to be no more divisions in college football, folks. That will be the case at some point. Is that the right direction? Is college football as a whole going in the right direction? I think it is in some ways more than others. In some ways, maybe it's not. It is a good question because I really don't know. I like the idea of having no division, so you take the 2 best teams in the conference, kind of like what the Big 12 does now. I mean, I think it's been pretty fair. I mean, then again, and this is something I don't think people are talking much about, without divisions in football, would the Iron Bowl, with a lot at stake, you know, let's say this. Let's say you have an undefeated Iron Bowl with Alabama and Auburn. Okay. You have an undefeated matchup, right? The winner represents the West. Let's do it with divisions. The winner's going to go play Georgia the following week to represent the SEC West in the SEC championship game. Okay. So you have Alabama and Auburn. A lot's at stake. The division's on the line. Alabama wins it, or Auburn wins it. I don't know, but I'm an Alabama fan, so I'm gonna stick to Alabama. You know, I don't really like Auburn too much. Alabama wins the game. They go forward. Now, let's imagine without divisions, Alabama and Georgia are the 2 best teams, right? Without divisions, it'd be a 3-way tie, right? Let's say between Georgia, Bama, and Auburn, right? Well, Georgia and Auburn have already played by the time rivalry weekend comes around, right? So here's what you got. You have Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia. Let's say, let's put this scenario. Auburn did upset Georgia, okay? Georgia's still the second best team, though, because let's say Auburn took a loss somewhere, right? Or they're tied for second, and you got an undefeated Alabama. Let's say Alabama loses or even beats Auburn. Let's say everyone's got a loss or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's say everyone's a one-loss team in this situation. Georgia has a loss to Auburn. Auburn lost to whoever. And Alabama, let's say they lost to like LSU or Texas A&M or somebody else in the SEC. Okay. Now it gets interesting. Now you have an Iron Bowl where a lot's at stake. Auburn beats Georgia. Auburn beats Georgia. No divisions, by the way. So what happens? Well, Alabama's sitting there at the Iron Bowl. if they win, they go to Atlanta. Winner goes to Atlanta for the Iron Bowl to play Georgia. Unless you have a scenario where one of those teams is undefeated, right? Let's say Alabama's undefeated and they beat a one-loss Auburn team. Georgia still has a one loss, so they'll be in. Let's say a one-loss Auburn ends up beating an undefeated Alabama, right? That's a scenario because Alabama and Georgia haven't played in the regular season. So what do? Do you take the outsider of Georgia? Do you put them in the SEC title game? You could. I think you guys get. I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm just using 3 teams as an example. Divisions in football are good. They're not even bad. I can't find the bad in them, other than unless it really varies. Because if you want it like the Big 12, and you want literally the 2 best teams from the conference going head to head, then you take away the divisions. Because now for the SEC, obviously we know that it's Georgia and Alabama 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, it's been that way for the past 4 or 5 years. But let's say if it wasn't, hypothetically, let's say Florida was still fighting a bit. Let's say Florida in 2020 was really a better team than Georgia, which they were, you give them credit. But let's say that they ended up losing to Georgia, hypothetically, and Georgia goes on to win the East. But still got Florida. They've still been the better team all year long, and because they lose a certain game, they don't get to go to the SEC title game. It's amazing and ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway. Gonna be doing Indiana next for my team preview. I'll probably get that out this weekend. We'll see. I start a algebra class tomorrow. That should be fun. Feel free to join in if you have any questions. I know we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube as well. If you want to hop in, feel free to. Let's see what's going on in the Twitter world. I haven't really tweeted today. I did see Samson Okunlola, however you say that, is a 5-star offensive lineman that Alabama has reached out to. Nick Saban himself has reached out to. NFL on CBS puts out the best running back in NFL history is blank. Let's see what people are saying here. Barry Sanders. Some are saying Jim Brown or Emmett Smith. I think Barry Sanders. I mean, that's hard to dispute there. Just a hard hitting back. 80s, 90s type of guy. Emmett Smith was a Hall of Famer with 3 Super Bowl rings on him. Everyone is saying Emmett Smith, Jim Brown, or Barry Sanders. It looks like are the top 3 in this conversation. Barry Sanders, Trent Richardson, Boniface Womber on Twitter says when it's all said and done, it might be Derrick Henry. When it's all said and done, see, here's the thing. You can't. I don't know if we'll ever see another type of Barry Sanders or Emmett Smith or I don't know if we'll see any of those type of, Eric Dickersons or whoever, Jim Brown. I don't know if we'll see that kind again. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Game 1, 6 Central in the championship. By the way, Wallace State playing, winning the regional championships, by the way. So congrats to the Lady Lions in softball. Have not won a softball championship since 2013. They're conference champs this year. Back to back. Coach Daughtry got South District Coach of the Year. Is this game going to stream anywhere? I want to watch these girls play. Let's see. Been kind of sick this week. I'm getting better. It's fine. Let's see. Looks like they've updated the website. That's awesome. Let's see. Schedule. I won't be on here too much longer. I'll start this one up and we'll get something like this going. But I think because Lou is live, it's probably taking away viewers from me. But it'll go well. I give nothing but love and respect to Uncle Lou. So let's see. They just won their 13th ACCC title in history. Brantley Bonds was 2021 ACCC Player of the Year. 84 RBIs, 18 doubles. Okay. So here's what they had. They had Snead State was their last regular season game. And they won, or not the regular season, but so what they did in the tournament was they played from May 6th to May 8th. They played Southern Union, Wallace, and Dothan, Alabama, and they played Snead State twice. They shut out. It had 4 games. 3 of them were shutouts. The first one, let me pull this up, was 10-0 against Southern Union. And Southern Union is a good team. You can't make this up. There's a lot of good defense on this Lions team. These girls play hard and physical, tough. They play really, really good. 10-0, 8-1, 4-0, 8-0. Okay. You can't make this up here. And they're fixing to have the region. What is it? Regionals? I think next week, or I think it's actually supposed to be this week. Yeah, look, they took. Look at these wins. I mean, they were like 21-0, 22-0, something like that. They finally took a loss, first game of a doubleheader. I mean, of all of these games, they only had 2 losses on the year. Wallace State, congratulations. Good job, girls. I did amazing. Tell them, Tom. Let's go. Let's go. What about Will Anderson checking in? Going to be a beast for the Tide this year alongside Dallas Turner.
Roll Tide!
Roll Tide! Yes, sir. Let's go. Dude, I'm so pumped up for college football. I cannot tell you how pumped up I am. I know that we just had spring games. We're fixing to have media days in June and July, like late June, early July, and it goes through all the conferences, the Power 5. I'm going to try to pay attention to like the Big Ten media days and everything too, not even just the SEC. Because I want to hear from guys like James Franklin, Ryan Day. I want to hear Steve Sarkisian. I want to hear Brent Venables in Oklahoma. What's he going to say? How is he going to do? And how are they going to do without Lincoln Riley? I'm ready for Pac-12 and what Lincoln Riley does at SC. There's a lot, man. For sure. Man, I'm excited. Anyway, we got anybody watching? I dropped the link a couple times. Anyone's welcome on. Mark Rogers put out, "Are Alabama's national championships legit?" That's something to watch. Here's the thing. Does Alabama really have 18 national titles? They have more than any other school outside of Yale, who claims like 27, or is it BYU? Yale, somebody claims like 27 of them. My gosh, you think Alabama's bad at claiming natties? Just saying. I know Nick Saban has had legit titles. He's had 6 at Bama. 1992 was pretty legit with Coach Stallings. Everyone says the Bears. See, as far as I'm concerned, if in the poll era, we're going back to 1936. From my knowledge and what I know, Bear Bryant, if he really does lead and Nick Saban broke him, and he did have 6, okay, there's 6. 7 if you include 1992 with Gene Stallings. You know, the 92-93 season. And then Nick Saban has 7, 1 at LSU. But he's got 6 at Bama. So you got 6 from the Bear and Saban. That's 12. Plus the 1 in 92 with Coach Stallings is 13. By my count, we do have double digits. You gotta admit that. That's fair. But somewhere there's like 5 or 6 other natties that Alabama has picked up and claimed. And again, I'm an Alabama fan. Don't get it twisted. I love my Crimson Tide to death. I always will. And I don't want to make fun of them. I don't want to take away from them. Although I will if I have to. I don't know if it's really 18. 15, maybe. It wouldn't surprise me if an expert came out and said, yeah, all 18 are legit. But it also wouldn't surprise me if they said, now some of those have some asterisks next to them. First off, if a title has an asterisk, that's not an automatic qualifier. You know what I'm saying? There's just no chance. We'll see. I don't know. At this point, they're working on the road to 19. And if Nick Saban wins this year, by the way, if he wins this year, Nick Saban wins a title in 2022, he will do something incredible. He might have more than the Bear now overall, but you got to think. He's got 6 at Alabama and 1 at LSU. If he gets another one, he'll have 8 in total, but he'll have the most of any Alabama head coach in Alabama's history. He's currently still tied with Bear Bryant, so he can't sit there and say, I got more than any other Alabama coach. He's tied with the Bear still, in a way. That's fair to say. Yeah. But anyway. Eli Holston has committed to the Crimson Tide. He decommitted from A&M back in March. He's ranked 59 on ESPN 300. This via Touchdown Alabama magazine. Mac Jones has been working with Tom Brady's throwing coach this offseason. Uh-oh. This from Touchdown Alabama magazine. Patrick Dowd put this one out. I think the Patriots or somebody, maybe even the Dolphins. Here's the thing. The Bills are the favorite. But the gap is so close. You know what I'm saying? For the AFC East. Even the Jets picked up a heck of a class. I don't think it's going to be them. I still think that they're kind of at the bottom. But don't be surprised if the Dolphins figure some stuff out offensively with Tua Tagovailoa, and then look at Mac Jones and his program. See, that's the thing. If they could just work with Mac Jones and how he reads an offense, or reads defense, and runs an offense, he's set. He is set up for good things with New England. You just got to make sure. I would work on his mobility a little bit more. I would work on reading the defenses, figuring some stuff out, connecting with all of his receivers. Who did they pick up for him in the draft? They picked up a receiver. Was it Sky Moore or somebody? And they needed to pick up a receiver, by the way. They got Devontae Parker, Tyquan Thornton out of Baylor, Ty Montgomery. Let's see. Tyquan Thornton is the receiver they went with. He was the 50th overall. And they took an interior lineman in Cole Strange from Chattanooga, by the way. They worked with the secondary, which they desperately needed, Marcus Jones and Jack Jones, 85 and 121, respectively. They took Kevin Harris out of South Carolina, 183. Chasen Hines from LSU at 210 in the 6th round. Andrew Stuber from Michigan, an offensive tackle. So they loaded up on the O-line. They worked on their defense and especially the secondary with 2 corners. I mean, you can't say they didn't help Mac Jones out. They did. The question is, these young rookies got to step up on the field. Do you trust them enough? I think you should. I think you take a chance on them and see what they can do. But we'll see. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got. I didn't want to be on here too long. But this will be something maybe I could start up, a drop-in show where we just talk about college football, a little bit of NFL in there too. And do it call-in style where you click the StreamYard link and you come on in when you're ready and let me know what you guys want to talk about. But I'm going to get off here. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great and amazing plan. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media, check it out. Love y'all. Peace out. Roll Tide. Bye-bye.